stations. This is KM4BYH. My name is Wayne, and I'll be the net control station for tonight's West Georgia Amateur Radio Society Weekly Net. This net meets every Monday night at 8 p.m. on 146.640 using a negative offset and a 131.8 hertz subaudible tone. The purpose of this net is to provide amateur radio operators in the area a chance to exchange news and information about ham radio, as well as keep in touch with fellow hams in the area. Before we begin, we'll pause for any stations with emergency or priority traffic. Any station with emergency or priority traffic, please call now. This net also handles NTS formatted messages. Any station wishing to pass NTS traffic, please call now. For anyone unfamiliar with the format of the net, we'll take a round of check-ins, then call down the roster inviting stations that checked in to tell us about your weekend. You can list a swap shop item, make announcements, or just tell us whatever you have on your mind. Stations checking in at short time or announcing no comment for the net will not be called upon. Stations checking in, please give your call sign normally, then phonetically using standard phonetics followed by your location. We'll now begin taking check-ins from any mobile, portable, or short-time stations. Mobile, portable, and short-time stations, please call now.
This is KI4 TBF, Kilo India 4, Tango Bravo Foxtrot. My name is Brenda, and I'm in Sand Hill. Short time.
This is KJ4 MHS, Gary in Bowden. That's Kilo Juliet 4, Mike Hotel Sierra, on Handy Talkie again.
This is Kilo 4, Romeo Delta Oscar, K4RDO, name is Dennis out in Temple, Georgia. I will be short time, no traffic, and hello everybody on the net, and everything's okay over here. This is November 4, Foxtrot Whiskey Delta, N4FWD, Tom and Sand Hill, portable.
Right, the net control want to recognize KI4 TBF, Brenda and Sand Hill. Short time tonight. Glad to hear you check in with us, Brenda. We also have KJ4 MHS, Gary and Bowden, K4 RDO, Dennis and Temple, also short time tonight, and then N4FWD, Tom and Sand Hill. Good to have all you with us tonight and hear you out there. Do we have any other mobile, portable, or short time stations? Please call now.
This is Kilo 9, Whiskey Golf Alpha. That's K9WGA, Steve in Carrollton, and unfortunately I'm short time tonight.
Net control recognizing K9WGA, Steve in Carrollton. Good to hear you, Steve. Be careful out there. I do have you down in short time. We'll move on now to normal check-ins. We'll go to Alpha, November, or Whiskey stations. Please call now.
This is Whiskey Charlie 4 Echo Echo. That's WC4E, Lonnie in Carrollton. Good evening, everybody.
This is N4TLB, November Tango, Lima, Bravo, Tom in Temple.
This is November 4 Bravo Whiskey Romeo and 4 BWR Blake and Carrollton.
This is and 4 CIP. November 4 Charlie India Papa. Scott in Douglasville, fitting to the net, no traffic.
Right now, Control, I want to jump in here and recognize WC4EE, Lonnie in Carrollton. Also have N4TLB, Tom over in Temple. N4BWR, Blake out of Carrollton. And N4CIP, Scott in Douglasville. I want to welcome all you with us tonight. Do we have any more Alpha November whiskey stations? Please call now. All right, do we have any Kilo stations? Kilo stations, please call now.
This is Kilo X-Ray 4 Delta Victor and KX4DV, Andrew in Buchanan. This is Kilo November 4 Bravo November X-Ray KN4 BNX, Eric in Temple. This is KX4JI, Kilo X-Ray 4 Juliet India. Tim and Carrollton, you call sign.
This is Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Lima, KM4 HQL, Marina in Rockmart.
This is KN4 JHV, Kilo November 4 Juliet Hotel Victor, Brandon in Bremen. This is KM4 WQC, Kilo Mike 4 Whiskey Quebec Charlie, Matt and Carrollton.
Right, now, Control, I want to jump in here and recognize these few stations here before we move on. I don't want to get too far behind here. We have KX4DV, Andrew out of Buchanan. KN4BNX, Eric over in Temple. We have KX4JI, Tim out of Carrollton. We have KM4HQL, Marina in Rockmart. And then we have KN4JHV, Brandon out of, can't read my writing now. I think you said Bremen. I think that's what I wrote there. And then KM4WQC, Matt, also out of Carrollton. Do we have any other stations now, any prefix? We'll just go ahead and open it up to all prefixes wishing to check in. Please call now.
WJG, Kilo Mike 4 Whiskey Juliet Golf, Mike and Kay in Tallapoosa, Georgia.
All right, that control here. I got KM4WJG and KM4WJI. We had another station, I think, in there as well. That other station, please call now.
This is KN4 EYR, Kilo November 4 Echo Yankee Romeo, David and Carrollton.
Right, that control, I want to recognize KM4WJG and KM4WJI. And I missed it there. If you could come back and tell me which one is which. I still don't have y'all correct as to which call sign goes with which one. If you could give me that again, I would appreciate it. We'll come back around to that. Also want to recognize KN4EYR David over in Carrollton. If you have any other stations to check in, please call now.
Kilo 4, Charlie Tango Victor. This is KK4 CTV. Charlie, I'm mobile going through Carrollton. This is Kilo Mike 4, Uniform Papa X-Ray, KM4 UPX, Brian and Clem.
Right, net control, I want to recognize KK4 CTV, Charlie heading out through Carrollton, and also KM4 UPX, Brian and Clem. We'll do one more call now for check-ins before we move on to announcements and comments. Any station wishing to check in, please call now. All right, hearing none, we will move on to announcements and comments. First announcement is to remind everyone, and we'll try to do this 2 or 3 times during the net tonight, but tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, is our monthly meeting for March, which will be at the location in Carrollton. So all that can, come out for that. This is KM4BYH on the W4FWD repeater. Do we have any other announcements before we move into the comment portion? Please call net control. All right, hearing that, we'll move on into the comment portion, and we'll come back around at the end here and check for any additional check-ins. We'll start off, let's see, short time there. We'll start off with Gary, KJ4MHS. How you doing this evening, Gary?
KJ4MHS here. Doing pretty good. We got our whole house generator installed today, so if we have a power outage, I'll have an emergency generator come on automatically, so that's going to help a lot. And believe it or not, I guess the VA have their attention again. They actually called me. Still doubt if it'll do any good about my dental stuff, but I got their attention. Otherwise, things are going pretty good, just waiting on some warm weather. Back to net.
Well, that sounds good, Gary. I'm glad things are kind of going your way there, and that generator is going to be great. I know that will be good. Do enjoy and have a good evening now. Then next, go down to N4FWD. Tom over in Sand Hill. How are you this evening, Tom?
Hey there, Wayne. Appreciate the follow-up here. Doing fairly well. Was on the digital mode there that I had demonstrated in January, that WSJTX, and I worked a DX position over in Easter Island, which is several thousand miles to the west of the country of Chile there, out in the middle of nowhere. So that was kind of a feather in the hat for getting a hold of those folks. As I was telling Eric there a little bit earlier on the repeater, that's kind of like taking a BB gun and shooting a fly at 1,000 feet away. That was pretty good there. Other than that, doing quite well. This is N4FWD, back to net control.
That is great, Tom. I'm glad you're doing well, and that's just neat, all those contacts you're making there. It's just fun for me just hearing about those. So good luck as you keep going forward with that. Then we'll come down to WC4EE, Lonnie over in Carrollton. How are you this evening, Lonnie?
Just fine, Wayne. Had a good weekend. Nothing really happened, but it was nice nice and a couple, a little bit of rain there, of course, but now trying to get used to the cold weather. Hey, they're saying the 6 to 10 day outlook look like we're going to warm up about time. WC4EE, back to you, sir.
Thank you, Lonnie. Have a good evening, and yeah, hopefully this weather will straighten out soon. I don't know. It's Georgia. Yes. Do have a good evening now. Then we have N4TLB, Tom in Temple. How are things in Temple this evening, sir?
A little bit cold around the edges. I am an old past member of the West Georgia Club. I haven't been very active at radio lately, but if you would do me a favor, give me the address, the information I'm prepared to copy here so I can send a check. I'm not much of a club member or person to attend meetings, but I do believe in supporting a repeater. It's just not quite right for everybody to use a repeater, but nobody support. So I have pen in hand. I'm ready to copy. Tell me how much to send and where to send it to.
Okay, Tom, the annual dues are $20, and you can, two options, you can mail a check or a $20 bill, whatever, to WGARS at P.O. Box 1535, Carrollton, Georgia, and the zip code is 30117. Or if you have the ability and want to, you can go online to WGARS.com, and there's a link on there you can click and just pay through PayPal. Whichever way would work better for you will be fine. You copy?
Like I say, the check is in the mail. Thank you. I'm sorry, one other thing real quick. Did N4TLB say what band he worked at Easter Island on?
In Carrollton, and then next month we'll be back in Villa Rica, which will be just right down the street from you. So if you can come out, we would love to have you. And before I move on that, we'll make sure, did you have anything else for us?
I may have covered you there for a minute. Check is in the mail. And did N4 FWD say what band he worked at Easter Island?
No, he did not. I knew it was a digital mode. N4FWD, are you still out there? Can tell what band you worked that on?
Yes, sir. I'm still here, Net Control. The band I made a contact on was 15 meters. However, in digital mode-wise, I saw them on 17 as well as 20 meter. And I'm sure they probably have a website, something talking about the different modes and means of contacting them. So they may be up on single sideband there. Perhaps some of the other bands there as well. So that's it. N4FWD, back to Net Control.
All right, thank you, Tom. N4TBO, did you copy that?
Yes, I did. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Net Control. No more traffic.
All right, sir. Have a great evening. Good to have you with us tonight. Then we got N4BWR, Blake over in Carrollton. How are you, Blake?
This is N4BWR. Yeah, good evening, Wayne and everyone else. Doing pretty well here. Not a lot to report. Looking forward to the meeting tomorrow. And just for Brandon and anyone else listening, I am making another attempt to record the net tonight, and hopefully I will not swipe out of the app and lose the recording before I actually have it recorded. I will be very careful to hit the stop button, so I will put that up on YouTube probably tomorrow, and then yeah, it'll be up there on my YouTube channel, and I'll reply to Brandon's YouTube comment with a link to that so he can hear what he sounds like. And yeah, if anyone, I don't record them regularly anymore like I used to, but if anyone specifically wants that to happen because you want to test a new radio or just hear what you sound like, just let me know and I can do that. That's about it. N4BWR, back to net.
Thank you, Blake. We appreciate you doing that. Appreciate all the effort you put forth there. Hope you have a great evening. Look forward to seeing you there tomorrow night. This is KM4BYH on the W4FWD repeater. And next, we have KX4DV. Andrew out of Buckingham. How are you tonight, Andrew?
Hey, this is KX4DV. Doing well. I actually got what my house looks like in daylight. Well, I guess a few moments of daylight. So I guess that's the one good thing that I've had to deal with here lately with DSD. So other than that, trying to wind down the madness that I've got going on with work and everything. I literally just got home just to call into the net time. So I'm going to do my dead level best to actually get down there to the club meeting. But if I don't, then I guess you're going to kind of head things up for me in my absence. But I'm going to try my best. That's all I can do. With that, I'll turn it back over to the net.
No problem, Andrew. If you can make it, great. If not, we'll make promises that you'll have a hard time keeping. So either way works for me. Now, you get some rest. I know you're going to be glad when you get off of this long work schedule so you can get some rest. But go in and get you some dinner and rest good because I know you got another long day tomorrow. And if we see you tomorrow night, great. If not, we'll know you're there in spirit. All right, we have KNBNX, Eric over in Temple. How are you this evening, Eric?
Good evening, Wayne. Good evening to everybody on the net. I'm doing fairly well. Not a lot of anything much out of the ordinary to report. I would like to congratulate Tom N4FWD for that Easter Island contact. I had been reading about that, and he just got my jealousy level extremely high. So nothing else to report. Back to net control.
Thank you, Eric. Hope you have a great evening, too, now. Then we have this call sign I'm having a hard time getting used to, KX4JI. Tim out in Carrollton. It's hard to call you by that new one, but we'll get there at some point. How you doing, Tim?
Good. It's taking a little bit of my time to get used to it also. I like it better than the other ones. The flow is a little bit better. Just proud to have it. But otherwise, I'm ready for the cold weather to go away. Got tons of stuff to do in the yard. Other stuff I need to do around here. Everything outside I need to do, I just can't get into. It's just too cold. Windy today. Rough day. But anyway, that's about it. Looking forward to the meeting tomorrow night. I will see everybody there.
Have a good evening, Tim. We look forward to tomorrow night as well. Do take care. Then we have KM4HQL, Marina in Rockmart. How are you this evening, ma'am?
Hi, Wayne. Good evening. Hi, everybody. Everything good around here. Looking forward to tomorrow, the meeting. Oh, Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Quebec Lima. I'm sorry. I'm new to this. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. And until then, no more comments. Back to net control. This is Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Quebec Lima.
Thank you, ma'am. You're doing fine. No issues at all. It takes a while to get used to all of it, but you're doing fine. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Have a great evening and a good day tomorrow. Then we have Brandon, KN4JHV over, and I think it was Bremen. I was scratching down real quick, but if I got that wrong, please forgive me, Brandon. How you doing this evening?
This is KN4JHV. Yes, sir, you got that correct. It is Bremen. I'm doing pretty good this evening, considering this little bit of cool weather we've had. I've got a few projects finished up over the weekend, and thanks to KN4BNX, Mr. Eric, I got a new base antenna put up, and it seems to be working really, really well. I got off work a little late this evening, a little late checking into the net, but yeah, this is the first, I I guess you could say, the maiden voyage for this antenna, and it seems to be doing exceptionally well. Other than that, like I say, everything seems to be trucking right along. Doing great on this end. No further traffic. Back to net.
Well, Brandon, that's good on the antenna. This is the best I've heard you come in, the best audio that I've heard you have. What few times I've heard you. I can't say I've heard you a lot, but what times I have you, you're doing good. So that's doing the trick for you. Good words out for Eric on helping you with that, most definitely. Hopefully see you tomorrow night if you're able to make it. Then we have Matt, KM4WQC in Carrollton. How are you this evening, Matt?
This is KM4WQC. Doing very well, thank you. Had a good past couple weekends. Finally, have all of the trees cleaned up in my yard from all of the storms. We had 7 trees come down from Irma through the winter and have struggled to keep up with everything. But all is cleaned up, and it's very gratifying. Moving into the garage now to get everything cleaned up. Other than that, everything's well. Hoping to make my first meeting tomorrow if the travel works out for me. For some reason, I just can't seem to get home in time on Tuesdays. Anyways, hope to see everybody there. Back to that, KM4WQC.
That sounds great, Matt. Glad you were able to check in with us tonight. Hopefully it will work out where you can make it there. Look forward to seeing you if it is possible. Have a great evening there. Then KM4WJG, I believe it's Mike for that one over in Tallapoosa. Are you with us still, sir? Have any comments?
This is KM4WJG. Good evening to everybody on the net. The time change was a little tricky, and the snow flurries were fun. But other than that, things are going well for both KM4WJI and myself. And I hope everyone has a good one for tomorrow and for a good rest of the week. This is KM4WJG.
All right, Mike, hope y'all have a great evening and stay warm. And then I'm about ready to tie myself to a tree with this wind blowing, but do be careful out there. I know you work outdoors a lot of times, so do take care. This is KM4BYH on the W4FWD repeater. And now that brings us to KN4EYR. David over in Carrollton. How are you this evening, David?
This is KN4EYR. Doing well. It was Monday. Neither good nor bad, but it's still Monday and it's over. Don't like the time change. Wish it would stay one way or the other. The back and forth messes with me. But all in all, it was good. Nothing else to report. See everybody tomorrow. This is KN4EYR. Back to that.
Have a good evening, David. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Do take care. Then KK4CTV, Charlie, motoring around in Carrollton. You still with us, Charlie?
Able to pick me up.
You're hitting it, but you're breaking up really bad. We're only getting a part of each word, Charlie.
I'll see you then.
All right, Charlie, you take care. Drive safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow night. And then next on the list here is Brian over in Clem, KM4UPX. How you doing this evening, Brian?
I'm doing well. Hope you're doing the same, and everybody on the net. Finally got a chance to put up a end-fed antenna that I bought at the Dalton Ham Fest, and so I was able to play on 15 meters. I made a few contacts on FT8 over the weekend, so a band that I wasn't able to get on previously, so excited to do that. Of course, it was in Easter Island, but did make a few long-distance contacts. So got that done this weekend, and I wish spring would hurry up and come back. I don't know where it went, but I wish it'd come back. Maybe it will pretty soon. Hope everyone has a great evening, and hope to see everyone at the meeting tomorrow night. KM4UPX. Back to net control.
Thank you, Brian. You have a great evening, and do look forward to seeing you tomorrow evening as well. Now, do we have any additional check-ins before we move on? Please call net control now.
This is Whiskey Delta 4 Lima, Uniform Quebec, WD4LUQ in Dallas.
This is WD8LQT, Whiskey Delta 8, Lima, Quebec Tango, John in Fairfield. Good evening, Wayne.
This is Alpha India 4, Romeo Tango.
This is Kilo Victor 4, Tango Echo, KV4TE, North Echo to traffic.
All right, let net control jump in here just 1 minute. I want to recognize WD8LUQ out of Dallas, and also WD8LQT, John in Fairfield. AI4RT, I know you're out of Peachtree City, but I didn't catch your name. And then KV4TE, Jason in Villa Rica. And then at that last station, I couldn't pull you out. If you're on an HT or something where you can, maybe take a half a step left to right and try it again.
You have my call wrong. This is Whiskey Delta 4 Lima, Uniform Quebec in Dallas.
I bet I said WD8, didn't I? Because I had John right below you. Sorry about that. WD4LUQ. I'll try to do better. I'll try to put those two side by side because I get messed up with them when I do. All right, jump back up here a second. WD4LUQ. You have any comments for us tonight, sir?
Nothing other than I hope to see everybody tomorrow night, if everything works out. Although it's a long drive to Carrollton. That's about all I can say. Hopefully see you tomorrow. WD4LUQ.
All right, have a great evening. Hopefully we will see you there tomorrow night. Then we have John, WD8LQT, out of Fairfield. How are you this evening, John?
Good evening, Wayne. KM4BYH in the net, WD8LQT. Boy, you got a humdinger going tonight. Everybody's staying inside where it's warm. I don't blame them one bit. Looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow night. I'll have the room open by approximately 6:45. So if it's cold out and you're expecting to run out of your car inside and sit down at 6:30, you're probably going to be out of luck. I look forward to seeing everybody at the meeting tomorrow night. Back to you, Wayne. KM4BYH, WD8LQT. And congratulations to Tom on Easter Island. Wow, that's awesome.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you getting that key and taking care of all that for us as well. Do have a great evening. I look forward to tomorrow night. Then AI4RT, please forgive me because I know your name, but I can't recall it now. If you're still out there with us, you have anything for us tonight?
Good evening, Wayne and the net. The handle here is John, Juliet Oscar Hotel November, which seems to be quite popular. And nothing of importance, just staying in, keeping warm. Got in late, which is why I had the late check-in. And so we'll turn it back to net control. KM4BOH, AI4RT.
Thank you, John. I'm going to get all the names right one day. I thought John, but then I thought, no, I'm confusing that with WD8LQT, so then I just talked myself out of the right answer. So appreciate you setting me straight and bearing with me there. And then, of course, recognize KV4TE, Jason in Villa Rica. He was short time. Well, let's do one last call. It's been a big net tonight. Let's do one last call now for any late check-ins. Please call net control now. biggest one ever, to be totally honest, as far back as I can remember anyway. Do appreciate everyone checking in tonight. But hearing no more check-ins, I'll proceed to close the net. Anyone wishing to contact the West Georgia Amateur Radio Society can write to us at WGARS at P.O. Box 1535, Carrollton, Georgia, 30117, or you can reach the club by email at club@wgars.com. Ask you to not forget to check in to the Thursday night emergency services net at 8 p.m. And that'll be standard Eastern time, It'll be Eastern time, 8 o'clock. All licensed operators are welcome to participate. You do not have to be a member of ARES or WGARS to participate in that. And I will throw one last reminder out for tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, the meeting at the location in Carrollton. Make sure you make note of that. It's Carrollton this month. Odd number month will be in Carrollton. I'd like to thank Tim Jones for the use of this repeater and all stations that checked in tonight. It was a good net. We had 25 check-ins tonight. It's a record number for me as net control. This is KM4BYH. Turn the repeater back to normal amateur use at 8:37. 73 to all. Look forward to seeing everybody we can tomorrow night at 7. KM4BYH. I'm clear.